Very warm welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Friends, as we know that on 17th of December 2021, this French Defense Minister Florence Parly visited India for the annual dialogue. After that, this news has extensively been covered by a lot of newspaper articles, debates, discussions also held on the same topic. That's why I have taken this question: why this France is important country for India. Since we all know that this France is named as best friend of India in the West. Why this name has been given? We will try to know each and everything why this France is an important nation for India in the West. Friends, as we know that right now India and France relations are very much strong. The bilateral relations between India and France are very much strong. This is shown by a lot of things. The first thing is very simple. This statement says a lot. Till today, there has been 5 presidents of France who have visited India on the occasion of Republic Day as a chief guest. This shows a lot. There has been 5 French presidents. And at the same time, another statement which was released, or another report that was released by the SIPRI. SIPRI stands for Stockholm International Peace Research Institute. This institute releases a lot of reports on the defense and related developments. This SIPRI said that since 2010 to 2014, this France used to be the 8th largest arms supplier of India in the world. And from 2015 to 2019, this France became the 3rd largest arms supplier for India. Again, this says a lot. After the NDA government, the relations between France and India have improved a lot. In 2018, the President Emmanuel Macron tweeted a very good statement which says again a lot for the India and France relations. He says that my purpose is to make India as the first strategic partner in the region. That means in the South Asia. And at the same time, he says, I also want India to make France as the first strategic partner in the West. He also said, we share same vision for the whole world. Friends, this statement again shows a lot about the relations between India and France. Now let's come back to our own question. The question is why this France is so significant nation for India. The first reason is very much simple. This reason is this France is a permanent member in the United Nations Security Council. Friend, as we know that there are 5 permanent members in the United Nations Security Council. These permanent members are France, United States of America, UK, Russia, and this China. So in which this France is also one of the nation. That's why this country becomes a very significant for India. Friends, as we know that in 1998, when India did the second nuclear test, at that point of time, United States of America, including the whole West, started criticizing India and the whole world criticized India. But at the same time, this country, that is the France, did not criticize India and even supported India. That again says a lot about the relations and the bilateral relations between India and France. The recent development, that was when we revoked Article 370. It means when the India revoked Article 370, at that point of time, this China started taking the Kashmir issue into the United Nations Security Council. This statement has even openly spoken by a lot of leaders of the France. At that point of time, when China started trying to take this issue in the United Nations Security Council, this France started stopping this China to tarnish the India's image in the global arena. That again says a lot. And at the same time, in the recent years, when the Masood Azhar was the global terrorist, but at that point of time, he was not recognized as the global terrorist, and which was Pakistan based terrorist. This nation, that is the France, played an important role to recognize him as a global terrorist. Again, that was a win-win situation for India, where this country, this France, started supporting India in many ways. And at the same time, as we know that France, India wanted to become a permanent member in the United Nations Security Council. Still, India wants to be a permanent member in the United Nations Security Council. And this is the same vision is also being held by this nation, that is the France. France also spoke about the same thing. France says India should also become the permanent member in the United Nations Security Council. That's why getting support from a nation which is already a permanent member in the United Nations Security Council is very, very important, and we are getting that support from this nation, that is the France. That's why this France is very important nation for India. Nuclear Suppliers Group, where India is not a member, India wants to be a member over there. In the Nuclear Suppliers Group, France also wants the same. When we talk about we want to be the member in the Nuclear Suppliers Group, France also supports us over there. Again, that's why India considers this France as an important nation for its own international affairs. The next thing is presence of France in Indian Ocean. Recently, this France became the 23rd nation in the Indian Ocean Rim Association. It is an organization of 23 countries situated in the different parts of Indian Ocean, but this France not at all situated in the Indian Ocean, but still the part of this Rim Association, Indian Ocean Rim Association. This news is again the matter of happiness for India. Why? As we know that this China is making a lot of investment in a lot of countries, usually in the island countries, and it is the debt trap policy of China. China makes a lot of investment over there, and after that the country is not able to return China's money. In that manner, China then asks for land, military bases in that proper country. When this France has come in the Indian Ocean, right now this France can make a lot of investment in the island nations, in which this China will not have such kind of opportunity where it will make debt trap policy in the island countries, in which India will get benefit because this China will not get a lot of military bases as well as such kind of bases which it has already created in Sri Lanka. Now let's talk about the space. Indian Space Research Organization and the France is also have a lot of cooperation in terms of space as well. Friends, as we know that we are having two ambitious plans. The first is the Venus plan, that is the Sukhayan mission, and the another is Gaganyaan mission. Gaganyaan mission is supposed to be launched in the next year, that is in the 2022-2023, in which this France already have promised India to have cooperation. And we are having another ambitious plan, that is for the year 2024-2025. That is the Sukhayan mission, where again we are going to launch a mission for the Venus, where France is again having a lot of cooperation with India for its space. Relations between France and China are very good in terms of their trade. But when we talk about the aggressive policy of China in Indian Ocean, then that fact is also not being liked by France. When Emmanuel Bon, who is the diplomatic advisor of French President Mr. Emmanuel Macron, when he tweeted a statement, the statement was very clear. He says, when China breaks the rule in Indian Ocean, we have to be very robust and very clear. This is what sends our naval presence in Indian Ocean. That was the statement given by the diplomatic advisor of President of France. So this again shows that the aggressive policy of China in the Indian Ocean is also not being liked by this France. At the same time, when we talk about the relations of Pakistan and France, at that point of time, we get to know a fact. When this Pakistan was taken in the grey list of FATA, this nation, that is the France, also supported India and said this Pakistan should be punished strictly in the FATF list because it is promoting the terrorism. At the same time, friends, in the last, I would like to say that India and France relations are very good. Today, we all know that the relations of India and the United States of America are equally good. But being US centric means having all the policies very nice towards the United States of America, being tilted towards United States of America is also not good. That's why having multipolarity, having multilateralism is the India's foreign policy. That's why having very good cordial relations with the France is very good for India for its future aspects as well. Thank you very much.